Hey dolls, welcome back to your Royal BFF, the People's Duchess. Hope you guys are doing well. So it's Sunday. Sundays are deep cleaning days at my house, so I am cleaning the baseboards, the walls, the floors, all the things. Every kind of soap is being used, from hair soap, tooth soap, clothing soap, car soap, floor soap, glass soap. Every soap you can imagine has been used on every surface in my house, myself included. I'm power washing my teeth, right? With that little, that little water pick. It looks like a toothbrush, but it has like a water pick nozzle and it just kind of blasts your teeth to get the stuff out. Yeah. So I'm power flossing my teeth and I come across this article written by the woman you see here on your screen, this lady who seems to think that going to Montecito to complain about how pricey everything is prudent, is a prudent use of her time and her company's money. Because she has included Meghan's name and likeness in the article itself, she is guaranteed a certain number of clicks. And ordinarily, I mean, y'all know, I don't give a horse's tomato about what a racist says at all. I am not one to highlight UK tabloids. I strive to avoid that on this channel. I really do. I don't want to highlight them. I don't want to give them air. I tune out the noise. I took Meghan and Harry's advice from the documentary so seriously. I block out the noise. I have blocked all their names on all my social media platforms. I don't get these stories, but I did get this one, and I did take a peek at the person writing the story. And Jan, first of all, why are you using that picture from like 2010, girl? It's time to update your profile picture. And look, I'm not saying that ugly people like this cannot go on to live fulfilling, great lives. I mean, look at the royals, right? Look at Queen Elizabeth, look at her mom, look at her ancestors. Ugliest people I've ever seen in my life. But that has never stopped any gold digging man from marrying an ugly but wealthy woman, ever. So I'm not saying that Jan's features are hindering her from living her best life. It's her self-hatred and the loathing in her writing that I can see is really tearing her up. I mean, this is the same woman who used to criticize the royals left, right, and center prior to 2017, but now she even so much as says one little thing, points out one little fact, and she's apologizing for it the next day. So she's living in this hellish reality where she hates everything and everyone all the time and can't do anything about it. I mean, it's not like she has enough money for plastic surgery or anything. They're broke as hell over there. The jealousy and the envy and the anger of it all is first and foremost because Meghan looks like that. Let's just be honest, right? To thine own self be true. The royal family is not known for their beauty. That's why Diana was such a sensation. She was the most beautiful person that has entered that family in centuries. So when Meghan came along, kind of the same thing took hold of those people. I mean, they lost their minds. And on top of that jealousy, that instant, instinctive jealousy that haters have when they see someone that's better than them and more beautiful than them, there's also the racism part of it. They're naturally racist and they just cannot believe that a black person has surpassed them in so many different areas, including getting their prince. I can't even imagine. And because Britain has this very specific history of being the home, the birthplace of racism, even the lowest of the low in Britain believe that so long as they're white, they still have claim to that superiority. And this is the superiority that they hang over Harry, the ownership they feel over Harry. It's not that they believe that because they are taxpayers and paid for his lifestyle that they own him in one way or the other. It's because they feel that as white people, they have ownership of other symbols of white supremacy, such as as the monarchy. So anyone that's a part of the monarchy has to represent that same supremacist value. And they're furious that he no longer does. Here you are with nothing more than greasy hair and a series of addictions and poor finances. And it really comes across. I think the self-loathing and low self-worth is really why you guys crash out so much when it comes to Black women being successful. Your personal life is in shambles, but you feel like you should still be superior to Meghan and to other people of color. And you feel that way because of the history of Britain, because of the history of America, because of that particularly violent, brutal, savage history that you guys have. You feel superior via those conquests, not personally superior, and it really shows. I mean, look at Piers Morgan. This half Black woman rejected him, ghosted him, and he has been crashing out about it for the better part of a decade. And as ugly as he is, this can't possibly be his first time being rejected. This can't possibly be the first time a woman has ghosted him. Why is Meghan the one that got away for him? The one that he can't let go of? Out of all the women who has probably called him a pig to his face, she's the one he can't let go of. And so they live in this nightmarish reality where they feel so lacking and so inferior compared to the person that they try to outwardly project is less than. But you wouldn't be going and doing all the things that you're doing if she truly were less than you. You just wouldn't. First of all, Jan Moore has gone to Montecito thrice already. Okay, she went in 2021, she went in 2024, and she went recently in 2025. Why do you keep going over there and then coming back to write stories about how irrelevant she is? Why do you guys keep stalking them? Physically stalking. Remember that lady that tried to crash Harry's aviation award? And they wouldn't let her in. And I think she's the same woman that moved in with Thomas Markle in Mexico and like the Philippines or whatever, like literally moved in next door just to be in proximity to someone who knew Meghan. That's really weird. That's really weird to do for an irrelevant person. And then you also, I believe, went to As Ever's headquarters, right? Why do you guys keep physically going to the places that they frequent, hoping to get some small little glimpse? Tom Brown, Tom Bowler, whatever his name was, writing a book about Meghan and then being seen slithering into the Invictus Games all the way in Canada. This other guy who went to that same Beverly Hills hotel and got the same cappuccino, and as he said, had to literally beg the staff to do it for him because he wanted the Princess Meghan treatment so bad. So you're literally physically stalking them. I personally wouldn't throw a rusted penny that I found on the floor into a fountain if that were the cost of admission to go and see one of those royals over there. I wouldn't give them 2 doll hairs. I wouldn't put a dime in their pocket in any way, shape, or form. Yet you've got people over here purchasing her goods, trying to lie and say, oh, it's defective or it doesn't taste good after drinking the whole bottle, a la Richard Eden. It just doesn't make any sense to me. If you don't like something or someone, why do you go out of your way to consume that said something or be around that said someone? It just boggles the mind. And don't get me wrong, I live in the world. I know how cruel people are to ugly people. I understand. But wouldn't it be more prudent for you ugly hoes to just work on yourselves? Masquerading that self-loathing as supremacy or like you're better, like, girl, bye. That's all I'm gonna say about this topic. I'm not even gonna ask what you guys think about this ridiculous article because this article was so ridiculous and I really don't even want to breathe any more life into these people. All I'm gonna say is get help. There's therapy. Yeah, your future queen doesn't believe in therapy because she is so sociopathic. Feelings are foreign to her. I get that. I get that feelings are quite foreign to you people over there, but maybe it's time they're not. Maybe it's time to turn over a new leaf in 2026. Maybe it's time to just do something different. Because clearly what you've been doing has not worked for you. And the mental health of the country as a whole, you can see, has been so ruptured. Anyways.